Hello, let's quickly talk about The Wild Robot. So this is the newest film from DreamWorks. I feel like I haven't really talked a lot about DreamWorks. That is something I hope to fix in this new year. But let's talk about The Wild Robot. So I was actually very surprised to learn what the plot was, because I feel like the trailers did a good job at, like, very much in an old Pixar way, getting you like just hooked on the premise. I love the Lilo and Stitch 1 and 3. I think the best How to Train Your Dragon is the first one. I'm actually very interested to go back to 3 this year. But I think How to Train Your Dragon 1's the best one, and I actually really like, it's not perfect film. I reviewed it, in 2023. I don't think Call of the Wild is a perfect film, but I liked it, overall. And I think that this film is amazing. It has gorgeous animation. I think the cast is really good. That initial trailer sort of promised almost an art film, and I will say that this is still very much that. It's gorgeous animation. I appreciate that DreamWorks has been able to innovate within the sort of hybrid style that Into the Spider-Verse introduced. And of course, a lot of films have sort of taken that, where like, oh, we can make 3D movies that have 2D elements and have very colorful, very vibrant sort of palettes. Let's take full advantage of that. And of course, you had the Bad Guys, which is I love, and Puss in Boots 2, which I love, sort of doing that and being the first DreamWorks films to do that. And this continues that, and it's just amazing. Is his name Chris something? The Lilo and Stitch guy's name is like Chris Sanders. Such an amazing director. This film is just incredible. And before I forget, this film is about Roz. She's a robot who crash lands on this island somewhere, and she's sort of obviously not meant, perhaps, to be in the wild. The wild appears to be not necessarily a perfect environment for her to be in, until she finds a baby geese, a gosling, which I just learned recently that that's what baby geese are called. They are called goslings. Did not know that until recently. But Roz is like, oh, there's this baby, there's this gosling, and I have to take care of it. And there's a fox named like Flick, I think, played by Pedro Pascal. Roz herself is played by Lupita Nyong'o of Black Panther fame, and of course, Pedro Pascal is good old The Mandalorian, among other things. It's kind of nice to see him not play a dad. He's more of a fun uncle in this. So if you're sick of him being a dad, you're in luck. He's a fun uncle here, and like this movie's just utterly great. Kit Cooper plays the gosling. I don't immediately recognize him. His credits were like Ready Player One, but I'm not sure who he played in that. But I thought he did good as the gosling. What's the gosling's name in this? Brightbeak, I believe. It's nice, and Brightbeak feels like, felt very like Americana. Like it felt like White Fang, And this is like a really good science fiction story. I remember when the trailer came out thinking, oh, like this is, a robot in the woods. I wrote a short story like this when I was like a junior. And this is frankly much better than the little short story that I wrote for class at that one time. and unsurprisingly, based off a book. But this is just such a brilliant movie. I remember when I saw it was directed by the director of How to Train Your Dragon. I was like, oh, because I thought it was the short one, not the tall one. Chris Sanders is the tall one. Amazing director. And I thought it was the short one. I was like, oh, okay. I guess I liked the other two, or the last two, How to Train Your Dragons. That's cool. I completely forgot that the first movie had two directors. There was Chris Sanders, who's the tall guy, and then the short guy who went and continued the series while Chris Sanders did other things. I'm sure. Shout out to Chris Sanders. I'm sure you would find it funny if I called you the tall one and the other one the short one. I mean, no offense by that. Trust me, I truly mean no offense. But no, I think this is a really good film that is gorgeously animated, and I think is most certainly worth a watch if you have not seen this film yet. But yeah, no, it's gorgeous animation. I think the cast did a really good job. And it does have a very nice story. It's not perfect, but it's most certainly an amazing film that you should check out. So, comment below, let me know, have you seen this film? Do you love this film? I most certainly do, and I would love to hear what you think about it, of course, in the comment section down below. Today, when I'm recording this, is the day that Jimmy Carter passed away. I think just because of old age. He passed away at like 100, and at that point, it's just a celebration of life. And shout out to you, Jimmy Carter. I don't know particularly too much about you, but I hope you're enjoying heaven. I hope you're eating all the peanuts that you can, and I hope you enjoy the afterlife. Remember that God made you special. He loves you very much. I hope you're having a very lovely day. I hope you had a very lovely year. I'm very blessed to have the year that I did, and hopefully 2025 is a nice one. You know? And we, as a society, will try to take the curveballs the best we can. God bless y'all.